Hello, I'm Philip Duncan and thank you for joining us for our Thursday update for September the 21st. And we've got a cold front in the lower part of the country, but warmer winds to the north. Now, believe it or not, we are just 2 days away now from the spring equinox. That is on Saturday. And then on Saturday night, Sunday morning, daylight saving begins. We spring forward 1 hour on our clocks. So that is all happening this coming weekend. Typical spring weather at the moment. Warm northerlies for many places, but there is that cold front, and it is delivering a temperature drop along with some heavy rain around Fiordland and Southland today. The rain should ease as we go through this afternoon and tapering off this evening, and then it does clear away, but certainly some heavy falls as it moves northwards. The good news is we are expecting some rain into Canterbury. So let's have a look at the rainfall. First of all, for the next 2 days ahead, and it's North Island versus South Island. The North Island at the top part of the scale here on the quay, only a couple of spits to maybe 10 to 15 millimetres through this zone here, and again around Wellington, but dry, pretty much dry in the east and fairly dry around Auckland. Not a huge amount of rain coming through for you. But in the South Island, very heavy here, up to 200 millimetres of rain expected just over the next 2 days, and obviously some heavy falls spreading into Southland. But the good news is we will see some rain coming into dry parts of Canterbury. Canterbury drying out along with Hawke's Bay quite quickly. So not much for Hawke's Bay here, but in the next 2-day rainfall map, this is from Saturday morning through till Monday morning, the heavy falls now move to the North Island, does the old switcheroo. And now it's the top of the country, seeing up to 100 millimetres there around East Cape, and the South Island only seeing a few showers coming through, maybe a little bit more around Marlborough for a time. So let's have a look at Friday's setup. There is that cold front, very slowly moving northwards. The same one that's over Southland today only makes it up to about Canterbury. And that's due to this big block of high pressure just out to our east, slowing that front down. That high also driving in these mild northerly winds. So another warm day, maybe even a hot day for some of you out to the east, but colder down here in the south. And let's have a look at the departure from normal temperature map for Friday. So what this shows you is the numbers show you the daytime maximum. 9, 8, 10. That's a lot lower than where you've just been. And then the shading shows you how much warmer or cooler that is compared to usual for this time of the year. So you can certainly see that cold change coming into the South Island tomorrow, but the warm northerlies still pushing many places up 3, 4, 5 degrees, maybe more above where you should be for this time of the year. So on Saturday, the cold front moves further into the middle part of New Zealand and the North Island. It is a very slow moving system, again, because of the high pressure out here, slowing its advancement northwards. But rain will develop on Saturday. It may not take until nighttime for some areas. And then by Sunday, it starts to clear away. But behind it, we've got a wet easterly. That's good news for Canterbury and for Marlborough, because with El Nino now here, we're going to see fewer of these events. Spring still has a good bit of chaos. Summer, it tends to disappear a lot more. So getting some wet weather in here to the eastern side of the country over the next few days, that is the good news. So let's have a look at next week. Well, it starts off looking a little messy, but actually it's not too unsettled. High pressure is actually dominating for the most part. A few showers, a bit colder, really right across the country. Some places will be 15 degrees cooler than where you are at the moment. So it will be a reset back to where you should be for this time of the year. And then on Tuesday of next week, here comes the next cold change. Forgot to mention also a chance of frost on Monday morning in Southland, Otago areas, maybe Canterbury. Then on Tuesday, also could be a cold start, but then in comes that cold front, another burst of showery weather around the lower portion of New Zealand, and this low pressure zone to the north starts to move away. Southerly winds though, so everyone will feel that temperature drop, but high pressure right on the back doorstep there, so more dry weather is on the way. We've got a special Australia only update as well, so if you're interested in seeing what's going on over here and what's coming our way over the next 7 days, keep an eye out for that. That's coming out later on today. Otherwise, that's all from me. Back again on Friday with our weekend weather update and also a look at UV rays. We're going to take a closer look at what is happening now that we are getting into the summer side of our weather. That's all from me. See you on Friday.